Christian recording artist extraordinaire, coming to you once a week on my version of free therapy. And be free at any time to prescribe medication if you feel so need. Uh, no, seriously, we like to have fun daily on Facebook, and I'm like, why not share my lunacy with the world? And we were keeping it to the thousands of people that are on Facebook, but now I thought, well, once a week we could try doing a cam with YouTube, and we will see how it goes and see if I'm looking more and more like Nancy Grace every day. That woman gets on my nerves. Okay, enough with Nancy. We'll pick on some other people. Yes, and normally I pick on everyone. Like if you were to take your head and go like this and start the hairline here, all right, take off the glasses and get that crazed look in your eye and that big set of teeth he has. That's Biden, okay? And to be an equal opportunity comedian, I, of course, had to pick on Trump. Now, that is a secret, so don't let it out. Actually, Secret Service, all night long, they go all over the streets of DC. They're in search of roadkill and, skunks, beavers, dogs, cats. Well, long-haired, that is. Well, as long as this animal can be back-homed, they used to do that in the 60s, back-homed and teasing it, because you need to back-comb it and tease it, and then dye it blonde. And then when the president wakes up and nobody sees that he's really bald, put this wig on him, and this crazed bleached animal for head dressing is just too much. You have to love it. You just have to love it. And we'll be sharing this along with Facebook today. And what else is all going on? You can't even say I'm wearing the Reds today. Usually I wear the Dodgers or the Indians. So you never know. I also got a New York Yankee. So yeah, so I have several of these and I use them, and to my dressing abilities. But technically, I have so much stuff; it's unreal. You guys see repeats of clothes, but really, there's so much that I don't repeat, and so many things that are so similar. Like these pants are similar to the other white ones. They look almost similar to it, except for there's a different color stripe in it, extra than these blue and white on the pants. So enough of that. Moving forward, not that forward. Okay, we meant forward on the conversation, not leaning into the camera. That would be forward, yes, but not leaning into it because we're not that stupid. Okay, and I know a lot of people in foreign countries are going to watch this, so yes, this is what a crazy person looks like in America. When I come to their pharmacy with crazed eyes, they're ready. They are ready for me. It takes a long time with all the medication that the VA gives me. My Lord, what are they trying to do? I think they're trying to see how much medication can humanly be possibly given to an individual. And, you think that they would do that to the people that aren't, that have to pay for their care, because I'm service connected, buddy. I get a check monthly, okay? I get a check because I am crazed up. And that a lot of people in the character, they did the cook. And every one of us on this thing, we all are, yeah, and we are all part of this cam. Even if you go back and you have Aiden come on, and he would be talking to you all. So it's like we got have a compost of people, and just bloats that want to have a good time. And then we move over to the other types of voices, and the voices are kind of crazy as you get along. If we go along, more and more crazy occurs. This you can't help. It has to do with years and years of neglect and craziness. But no, we don't want to tell the truth. So we're just going to say, because I was so loved. Yeah, so loved. hmm And that's so sad. But we're not going to go there. We don't go about it in the nights because it causes that nightmares. But with everything that goes on, we share some things. Like today, I went to the VA for my X-ray because my shoulder came out. And it, like right here, it's hurting real bad to lift. Okay, so I had to do all these things in there, and they X-rayed both to compare it to. Painful, painful. And also, it was like one of my characters come out. They were cool. They were like, okay, let's get this guy back to whoever's driving him. And thank God he's not driving. Yeah, truthfully, somebody did say that, you're not driving, are you? So moving along to other things that we are trying to update you with that have happened in this last week. Okay, things that have happened. Okay, I have finished. Yes, I have finished the album cover and the CD for the up and coming album that's going to be released. And I decided we're trying to get it done before, no, we're going to release it in the new year. And that one is going to be the favorite songs that I wrote album. It's 14 songs of my most favorite songs that I've written. And if you think picking your top 14 songs is hard, well, it would have been harder for 10. But still, I was having trouble with 18 songs. Then Reverend Randy was saying, well, you really need not have so much. And other people were saying, to have, 12 to 14 songs. And I don't want to cheat people on a 12-song album. So we're giving now, this album is going to be 14 songs. And the Any Moment Enter Jesus is being written and recorded slowly because we're working on the other one too. Like the song Home off of off of the album Lost in the Forgotten, the song Home. It is going to have a humongous choralization to it. A couple other songs are going to have some extra correlation. The Road You Will Travel, I'm thinking of putting a saxophone solo someplace quietly in the second verse, just kind of sliding in with the string quartet. So I have some visions on what I want to do. So it's not like I'm just totally crazy. I do have the visions. So with these visions I'm taking, and I found that it is so hard to try to take a Facebook page, clicking on this little dots on it, and then making sure the video plays. And okay, I did that, and then click. I couldn't get it on YouTube, so I just went to YouTube and hit the chat here. And I know at the end of YouTube, they ask you want to go to Facebook, and I'll say yes, and that'll take care of that situation. So I'll go live on Studio Facebook once a week, and we're going to do that on Wednesdays. And also coming up, we're going back to Christianity from the kitchen. Okay, this show is no filled barge, nothing extra glamour here. Okay, what we got with this is just myself and Reverend Randy discussing your questions relating to Christianity. So we've really hit a lot of subjects so far. But when we come back, which is going to be sometime this week or next week, I'm not sure, I have to get with Reverend Randy. And when we do come back, we are going to do a sum up of what we have covered so that you people know. Like, what did Jesus say about homosexuality? Okay, we're going to cover that. Were people told not to mix races, or is that just the Jews? Okay, that's another question. Is it the Jews only that can't race mix? Another question. Now, all these questions are all in the Bible, and some of you people don't have a Bible, or you don't understand what they're saying or whatever, because you got like a King James Ye I They volume Bible. That's, some people need an easier Bible to follow than the Ye Yang Yit Yar Yo, whatever they're saying in Old English. But that's it. It's like you need to find something a little easier to understand. So true. So other things we discussed. Israel coming to a nation was one of the first signs, or the first sign that Jesus would return again. The people saying, Lord, come quickly. I believe we hear that going on now. The people are saying, hey, this coronavirus, is this the end, or is this part of tribulation? Are we in tribulation? Can we go through pre-tribulation, or do we have to go through tribulation to be able to be raptured with Jesus? That will be covered extensively. And you will all be able to, we're going to sum up our first show. We're going to spend about 10 minutes just doing a review of the other season. So what we're going to be covering is going to be a lot this season. You know, remember there was a Pakistani man that wrote into us, and he said, Reverend Randy and Andrew, he says, I live in a foreign country, and my country has found me innocent. But what will Jesus say? My daughter was attacked by a disturbed person in their community, and he had broken in and was raping her. And this man tried pulling him off of his daughter, and the man hit the man that lived there. He hit this man in the face. So this man, he was just so wild that he couldn't be subdued by the one person and the girl fighting off. So you see how that it's. And they asked, would Jesus forgive them? Because he had to stab the man to get the man off, and then the man had died. Now, they had sent him to prison for life for what he did, but he didn't make it to prison because he died of complications. And the man asked, will God forgive me? And surely God has already forgiven you. That one I can answer right now, because I'm not going to make you all wait till that comes out to get the answer to that question. So yes, this man and his family hopefully did come to the United States. They were seeking asylum to either United States, Canada, or England. So yeah, that's that on that. So what else? A lot of other things. We have friends of ours that went to Israel and brought back rocks from different places and some things. We also have the crucifix with the soldier kneeling at the grave of Jesus while he's on the cross. We have that. We have some from the Middle East tea sets, and from Kenya, a warrior ward off evil. It's scary itself. And then, I have piece of the Berlin Wall and so forth. The house here is very, this room is kind of nautical, but the changes throughout. And hope you guys liked the studio. So the Andrew Brandon studio rig. If you see red, you want the red curtains with the plum or light purple in the middle against the windows. Yeah. So when you see that, when you see the red, but it's brighter red than that, it's this color red. And plum is a light purple. So when you see the middle light purple, and then I'm set up in there and you see me, that's the second one. That's the one that I'm hoping you see. That's the big setup. We now have to put up the sound absorption stuff. So that all is coming, and some is here. We're going to start gluing that to the cardboard, which will go up. We'll put 4 attached, or 6 if we can, to one big piece, or 4 to a piece, and then just put 1 tack holding it in, or 2 tacks holding it in, or 4, even if you're going to connect it with another one below it and put a double through it. Yeah, it can be done. So what else do I got to say? Lots we're going to cover that we covered in Christianity from the Kitchen. And what do you guys have to question? Do you have questions? Just go and, when you write something and it's on here, up to your corner, on the right, it's desperately trying to explain what people are looking at. Crazy. Okay. Well, we'll just figure that one out. Okay. That's the one I'm talking about. So this third one, when God sees it fit that I get $4,000 to get that Phantom, please, that's even at a discount. I just need that Phantom. And I decided to need the 76 version. But if they want to give me that 88 key at a good price, like $3,500 for the 88, you got it. Yeah, I want to get like the 88 under $4,000 to get it here, everything, or else the 76. I really don't want to go with the 61 because I have a lot of keyboards set on 61, but it's just so hard to get everything in there, especially when I'm going to be doing some looping and some sampling of things. And yeah, I'm really going to use this power synth to be workstation to be. I'm actually going to challenge Roland and see, can I record a complete album? Can I record a complete album using just Roland Phantom? That means not the VRO9 for its wonderful little draw pads, organ sounds, and not any other. Yeah. Like I said, Christianity from Kitchen is, basic, nothing fancy. And this album, if they make me a good deal, a real good deal, like give it to me, and I would eternally love them. But yeah, love these characters, don't you? You do, don't you? I don't care. You love me too. Yeah, it's good. And yeah, it's like these characters keep me going. It's like, can you believe it? Just total nuttiness. But back to it, yeah. Everything is just so much we're trying to cover, but I'm trying to just tell you, when we come to this Christianity from the Kitchen, you will see the backup that I'm trying. I'm covering too much and I can't really keep, I have 6 things in my head that I'm trying to remember about that. So I'm sure I'll make some notes up and so forth and let you guys all know about the differences, and that we are recording, once a week or every two weeks. We haven't decided. We'll speak to Randy about that, Reverend Randy, and we are going to come to you, and we want you to mail in, just write in your questions. I mean, that's how these people found out. They asked, okay, I'll tell you what Jesus Christ said about homosexuality. Nothing, nada, nothing. He said no words, nothing, no body gestures, no writing it in the sand, no nothing. So let's look there in the hatred of others. Okay, and other things, it only said that Jews were not to mix races because Jews were told that they need to be a pure race because of the tribes of Israel and all these things that are instrumental that are going to happen with this rapture. So there's another one. I'm not going to go any further with all the other things that can happen. Well, we're at the 20-minute mark, which is, I like to go 20 to 25 minutes. So thanks for coming by to this first episode. Episode. Okay. Take 3. Welcome to this episode, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. Welcome to it. It's at the end, you moron. Okay. Clack 2. Just Okay. Thank you for watching my first episode of Andrew Brandon Slowly Loses His Mind live on YouTube, which is going to be a weekly thing going on, unless I'm told by the person it's too annoying to go weekly and to go every 2 weeks. We have Christianity from the Kitchen every 2 weeks. Maybe we can do Edward, Andy, everybody in the whole family in this brain, everybody comes forward, and we are here once a week once every 2 weeks for you. So week number 1 might be Christianity from the Kitchen, followed by the next Wednesday would be just me, crazy old Andrew. And that includes the whole enchilada that goes along with Andrew and all that craziness. So all that is going to be seen on that week. And then you go back to the second of the month of Christianity from the Kitchen. And after that, the following week, again, would be back to the craziness, lunacy of Andrew Brandon, Christian recording artist extraordinaire, and his crazy life. And you too can view it through this YouTube experience of having a reality show once a week for 20 minutes. So 26 minutes, we say. So 25 minutes. So we're going to do that, and we're going to answer all those questions that you have. And if you have new ones, just please send them to us. Just blot down what your question is, and write for CCK, which is Christianity from the Kitchen. Just write CCK, comma, and your question. And we will try to get to those questions. And if we don't get it this time, we'll get the further. But please send those questions, and we'll answer your questions about, is it in the Bible? Okay, lots of things. What about, I'm going to leave you with this one. What about I've heard several people say the dogwood tree is a cursed tree and cannot grow straight because Jesus was crucified on this tree. Again, I'm going to tell you the answer, and I shouldn't. I'm breaking the rules. I'm giving you all the answers before you get the recall and the re-up vision of everything on that cam with me like today. But I'm going to tell you. I already told you what Christ said about homosexuality, which was Zippo. He mentioned everything else that I can think of, but never did that. Paul did, but Paul was a Jew and a Roman citizen. So, and he was going after the Christians. Come on, this guy ain't too friendly, or wasn't before. Other things, if you have that question, just put it up first. And Reverend Randy and myself, and you ask, why am I qualified to help Reverend Randy? Well, I'm not an ordained minister, but I am working towards my music ministry. And I am a Christian recording artist with seven albums out. So I'm putting out 2 more in 2100, working on them now. One being Favorite Songs I Wrote, Top 14 Songs Picked by Me, and the other stuff as it goes along, like Christianity from Kitchen. We'll talk about what we're going to see next time. But on all those questions, we'll see you next time on Andrew Brandon's live from the living room, I guess. What do you call this? Because it's Christianity from the Kitchen. What do you call this? Madness in the living room? No, we're not going to call it Madness in the Living Room, but that's a catchy, flashy name for it. Whoa, total lunacy with a name like that. Yeah, we can have the total lunacy plus a couple other things. And we can have total lunacy meets with a little bit of conformity. So thanks for stopping by on this first vision. And it is just 40 seconds till an end. So thank you. God bless. We'll see you all. Remember, if you want to see me daily, go to my YouTube page and sign up for it. Andrew Brandon CCM. That's one channel that is open. So as long as they're accepting people, please just join that Facebook channel. If you don't, get these cams daily. And Like I said, we're going to try for every 2 weeks in between Christianity from the Kitchen. So we have Christianity Kitchen one week, then me next. And I am also on Christianity Kitchen. So if you see my mug every week, doesn't mean I'm always talking. I'll be talking, bringing in Reverend Randy. So we'll see you all real soon. Thank you. I went a minute or two over, and I'm sure you'll all forgive me. So I got to figure out how this thing ends. Okay, so thanks again. Bye-bye. Sayonara. 안녕히 가십시오. 안녕히 가십시오. Ciao. Auf Wiedersehen. Oh, my Lord, I'm going crazy again. Okay, bye-bye.